Okay, I'm live at Ugbineh community in Ovia, that Ovia Northeast. I know when I say Ugbineh, the name rings a bell. Yes, but today it's a different ball game that I came for. Farming. The federal government asked us to go into farming, and I begin to wonder. When we say farming in Nigeria, we know go and plant cassava, go and plant yam, go and plant corn. Those things that we can just easily harvest and then eat. Many persons have in mind that if you just plant this one, that is easy to grow. But I'm surprised that I came to Ugbineh. I'm seeing Pawpaw farm, and I begin to wonder why Pawpaw of all crops. Why not something else? Comrade, farming.
Yes.
They asked us to go and farm. If the farm is safe for you, farm. But Pawpaw, why? Why not cassava, yam, plantain, and other things?
All right. All of us cannot be doing the same thing.
Okay.
Because to get a pot of soup, there are a lot of ingredients that is required. So everybody cannot depend on the egusi or the ogbono, or the pepper or the oil.
Okay.
All of these things are components from different places. So for us, we decided to do Pawpaw. First, Pawpaw is food.
Pawpaw is food?
Yes, Pawpaw is food.
You mean if I'm hungry, I'll just eat Pawpaw, will be full?
Of course, we grew up like that. One, Pawpaw is food. Pawpaw is medicine. Pawpaw is cosmetics. Pawpaw is pharmaceutical.
Okay.
Pawpaw is... There's no part of Pawpaw that is a waste.
You don't mean it?
No parts. From the leaf, to the fruit, to the seed, to the trunk, to the roots, everything is useful.
Pawpaw?
Pawpaw. But unfortunately, we don't have a government that have sponsored research, proper research in Pawpaw. So the few persons that are doing Pawpaw farming in Nigeria are cashing out big.
You don't mean it?
Yes, because they have ready market for consumption of everything, like I've said. So we thought that Ugbineh, which is my community, we should also extend this gesture, good gesture to Ugbineh of Pawpaw, so that we can start, people can see it, or start selling and start doing processing. It will encourage others to go into it, so that everybody will not just be doing cassava, like we see everywhere, plantain, yam. Yam is not even much again, cassava, plantain is not even much again. Here in Ugbineh, basically, it is cassava now. Because
when we come, I saw, we'll take a view of it. You will
every house is gari. We have trailers of gari leave Ugbineh every day like this for 4 days. So we want to bring an alternative, a variety to it.
How many plants do you have for this Pawpaw we're talking about here?
In this farm, we have about 750. About 760 trees that we have planted.
So what's the
dimension?
Yes.
It's a 2 by 2. That's 4 plots, 1 acre. Okay. A 2 by 2, 1 acre is a
for Pawpaw
only.
Because it's strange to me that Pawpaw.
Not big ritual. This one is a trial farm.
Okay.
And we want to try
test the microphone.
Yes, testing the microphone. And the idea is to have, if possible, we can have as much as 30 acres. So
for Pawpaw?
a large, yes. The more Pawpaw you plant, the better the economic viability and the more product you can have for the market.
So are you telling me that when you begin to harvest this, you have a market to go and sell?
Of course, the market is readily available. Is access to road is taken from farm to the market. That's the only issue that we have. Roads are bad.
Are you saying when you start harvesting, I'll come and buy Pawpaw? No, is it in Nigeria or US? You want to?
Nigeria here. In most of the cosmetics you use, you see the red papaya.
Yes,
that's Pawpaw now. Now it's a botanical name that's papaya.
Okay.
That's Pawpaw. Most of the medicines you buy in the market, you see the red papaya extract and it's Pawpaw. Yes, every part of it is useful. No part is useless.
So how long will it take this thing to produce? Like, is it like a year, 2 years, 3 years?
Start harvesting.
Yeah. Because I can see.
Minimally 8 months, maximally 1 year. We can start harvesting.
Are you saying this, cameraman? Please zoom that. Are you saying this Pawpaw that is standing up? 8 months time, you will harvest something from it?
Of course, because so far this one has done about 2 months already.
Okay.
It is stunted. It didn't grow well because of the nursery. We didn't move it from nursery on time because of the bad road.
Okay.
If not, it would have been better and bigger than what you are seeing now. So we are hoping that in 8 months, maximally in 1 year, or let's say by November next year, this time next year, we have started doing the first set of harvest already.
But will you say, is it easy? Pawpaw farming?
No.
Like cassava, planting?
Nothing is easy. Even the cassava planting, they are not easy. Because you will plant, you must keep managing them, maintaining them. You must come and clear around them regularly.
Like they are doing over
there.
there?
We are doing clearing. We have been doing this clearing for the past 1 month now.
Wow.
And the more you are clearing, as you go past the place, grass will start growing again. Grasses want to choke, they want to take over, so you must keep removing the grasses to keep the pawpaw alive. So it's not easy. It's expensive, but at the end, you are sure that the pawpaw can give you back your investment.
Any encouragement from government, or is an individual thing?
For now, there is no encouragement from government for now. But we have a body, it's a cooperative. We have a cooperative society in the civil society movement. It's a civil society driven idea. And to prove to people that it is possible, we don't have to wait and depend on government. We must find how to work that ourselves. So we have a cooperative society we call the Flagship Multipurpose Cooperative Society. It is registered. We have an account and we get members. Some people we have external and internal members. They put in small money. We put those monies together and we're using to run the place, to rent the land, to get the seed, to nursery, pay for all of that, and some of the people that are working. So that's how we raise our money. No government input at any point yet. They might be later, but for now, no government input at any point now.
So what gave birth to this idea?
It's innovation. We just want to see, we want to stop to join the community of those lamenting and complaining. We want to be in that community that are providing solution. Basically, is to provide solution. We want to produce what we eat, and we want it to be organic. We don't want to be GMOs.
Producing what we want to eat. I'm beginning to think of rice, yam.
It's part of it. It's part of it. We will get there. We're starting from somewhere. And rice, a lot of people are already doing rice. A lot of people are already doing cassava and other things. So we are starting from here. So we can also begin to get people to shift their minds to other things. This pawpaw is a starting point. At this, we have a vision for Punky.
I was coming to that. Are you going to end just with pawpaw?
No.
Okay.
We have a vision for Punky. Because
Punky as the
ugu leaf, yes. Because they bring ugu from far away, 9 hours journey to Edo right now.
How will it look like?
That's what we consume. The one you buy in the market come from 9 hours.
I don't buy, I have in my backyard.
Okay, you are lucky. A lot of persons don't have in their backyard. So a lot of people buy the one that come 9 hours or 10 hours.
To Edo State. To
Edo State and to the Niger Delta area, I can say, or to the Edo or Bende area. So we think that we can get people to, we want to start it to show people that it will work.
Punky farm.
Okra must come from the northern part of Nigeria. Otherwise, you can't talk.
But we have
Well, as you see, people don't farm those things anymore. People want to farm what they think that it's only gari and planting.
Quick money.
So, but this one is also quick money.
Okay.
But people don't just understand it. So we want to start it and encourage people to go into it. So we are looking at pumpkin, okra, pepper. I did a training yesterday for tomatoes. Okay. Tomatoes and pepper is the training I did yesterday. We can also look at tomatoes and pepper because they bring tomatoes from Spain to Nigeria that Nigeria consume. Then they bring,
we have.
You are shocked. Then they bring pepper from Ghana now or Cameroon to Nigeria.
Yes, Ghana pepper.
So why would Nigeria, with our huge population, be depending on Ghana and Cameroon for ordinary pepper when we have the land and the soil? So we would rather plant our pepper and things here.
With all this, do you think the future is bright?
Of course it is. If a man is serious and determined, the future is always bright. At the end of every tunnel, there is a light. So towards that light, we are going. Yes.
Any word? So far, so good.
The best we can say to Nigerians is to encourage Nigerians and say, get a farm, even if it's a 50 by 100.
If you tell me that I should get a farm, is the farm safe for us to farm?
No, we are not saying go to the forest. No, we are not saying go to the forest. Even around you can get a small farm. Let me shock you.
A family, I know we air it on Eyes of Afrika. a family has 100 by 100. They breed one side 50 by 100. The other side they have okra farm.
Yeah, yes.
These herders brought in their cow, and one of the son, the man's son, was telling the guy, move cow from a cow from my our farm. Just okra. You know what they did to that young man? The one of them brought out cutlass, chop off the guy's hand. So if you tell me to go into farm, this one is not that the guy went to farm, just in his own compound.
All right. In Benin we say ameze, amega gbomo, ameze ayemo. However, the danger of the river, shall we not drink water? We shall drink water. So whatever has happened, that is one bad story. There are better stories. You have told me one bad story, I can tell you 200 good stories and a reason why. Okay. So we must find a way to farm.
To go back to farm.
Yes, if we don't farm, we will die. No matter what you do, if this is just a 50 by 100, a 20 by 30 behind your house, start something. You can do punky. You can do, if you have punky, I have
one. I want to interlock the whole of my house.
And that is you see, we are not in Europe. We cannot do like Oibo. We shouldn't interlock our house. We should get our land. We have good soil. Our soils are not meant for interlocking and closing up. Our soils are meant to provide and produce food for us to eat. Instead of interlocking, find a space, turn it to a little farm. Create a little farm, make it fun. The children will love it. You can also do livestock around there. You can train rabbits, you can train birds, you can train grass cutter. There are a whole lot of things you can do with your land, and you will reduce the hunger on your side in the country. In my house, we have not bought chicken for over 5 years. So meat is expensive. It's not a business. We have birds, we have turkey. So we train them, they hatch, they produce, we take from them and we eat and we sell some. So we must work out our economy.
With the way our youth are selling our lands in our community, don't you think there will be more hunger?
Yes, that one is a big fear. The way our people are selling our lands for building houses and calling it development, I don't think that is development.
The way our youth, our leaders, our people in our villages, our communities are selling our lands, I don't think there is a reserve for farming. Do you think the future is bright? Because you said the future is bright. With that scenario, do you think the future is also bright?
The future is people must farm no matter what. But I am very worried. The future might become slim if these activities continue. Selling of land to build houses everywhere is not progress. It's not development.
You don't mean it?
Because you can't live in a house on empty stomach. It is destroying houses to do farm that is progress and development. So I think that the government must come out with policy to regulate farm agriculture and insist.
In my community?
Wherever community, government hold all land in trust for the people. Government must come out with policy to restrain people from selling the total of their land for residential places. They should reserve some part for residential and reserve for farming.
If the head of my community could not tell me that this place don't sell, will the government come and tell me that?
No, if government want to give instruction, they will start from the head. If government gives instruction to the head, that instruction will trickle down to everybody. For example, this Ugbineh community. If there's a new law, like the government came up with a law and say no more Okagele, and we know Okagele has been traditional, activities of Okagele not cease, I'm sure they are going to review it. So if government also come and say, community, you cannot sell more than 40% of your community, of your land in your community for structures. You must reserve 60 for agriculture. The communities will not have a choice but to reserve for agriculture. At the end, it is for the betterment of the community and the people. Because we must eat food, even if we don't live in a house. Lagos State and Ogun State are already suffering it. They don't have a place to farm, so all manner of junks come to Lagos and eat, and they are suffering from cancer, obesity, and all manner of ailments because they don't farm, but they eat. The best they can do is to farm inside buckets and plastic bags at the balcony of the house. What quantity can they get from those production? So we think that communities must learn to reserve land for agriculture. It's a must. It must become a policy and government must enforce it.
Okay, thank you very much. Thank you. Please, your name again once more.
I am Leftist Omobude Agho. I am the Coordinator General, Edo Civil Society Organizations, and the convener of the Left Movement of Nigeria. I'm a civil society activist or a human rights activist in the best way.
You didn't say farmer.
Okay, I am also a farmer. If I want to mention the things I do, there will be too much. I'm also a farmer or a farmer encourager of agriculture.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Okay, you've heard it. I think Ugbineh Agho has given me reason to go into pawpaw farming, because naturally I don't buy pawpaw with my money. I don't buy pawpaw. If you tell me to buy pawpaw, I say pawpaw when I get from my backyard. But Ugbineh has encouraged us that going into pawpaw farming is one of the best things that we can ever do in Nigeria. And with this, it shows that the future is bright for anybody, anyone that is thinking of going into pawpaw business. I encourage you, try and get started with pawpaw today. For Eyes of Afrika TV, Cruiser Bet, you can